This is section 6.3. All right, writing an augmented matrix for each system. So a matrix gets surrounded by big brackets to start with. So we're going to make a large bracket. And the coefficient of the x is 4. The coefficient of the y is a -1. The coefficient of the z is a 2. And then we usually draw a bar, and your constant is a 0, and then a closed bracket. That's our top row. Second row, coefficient of the x is a 2, coefficient of the y is a 1, coefficient of the z is a -1, and our constant's a -11. And third row, coefficient of the x is 2, coefficient of the y is -2, coefficient of the z is 1, and our constant's 3. This is called an augmented matrix. This is your x row, this is your y row, this is your z row, and this is your constant row. All right, let's go to the next one. This one has no z, so we don't need it quite as large. Coefficient of the x is 7, coefficient of the y is -8, and our constant is 1. Next row, coefficient of the x is -4, coefficient of the y is 3, and 0 is our constant. And the last row, there is no x, so you have to put a 0 here. And then the coefficient of y is 4, and our constant is 9. And that's our augmented matrix. Now, what if I give you the augmented matrix, and I ask you to write the system? Then that's pretty simple. The system for this first one would be 4x plus y minus 3z equals 15 is our first row. Our second row is 5x plus 7z, you don't put the 0 in, equals -1. And our third row is x minus y plus z equals 2, and there's the system that goes with this matrix.